Hi and welcome everyone to our video today looking at Google Workspace for Education practice sets which are available in Google Classroom. The purpose of this session is to give you a flavour of what practice sets will be, what they are, and then we will be able to have a closer look very shortly. So practice sets are available in Education Plus and Teaching and Learning Upgrade. And if you don't have that, or you need information about getting an Education Plus or Teaching and Learning Upgrade, please do speak to the people that provide you with your Google services. They will be able to give you all of the information that you will need on gaining the relevant license to enable you to run practice sets within your Google Classroom and within your classes. So what they are, as you can see from the screen, you'll be able to reduce your workload and power the student potential within Google practice sets in your classroom. You can transform new and existing content. You will be able to upload information from PDFs, such as past papers, into your practice sets. And you will be able to give your students valuable hints and tips without actually being there, which means they will be able to run and learn at their own pace, which is just fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a deeper dive into practice sets and show you how you can set these up into your Google Classroom. So as you can see, we are in our Google Classroom, and we've called this one practice sets, just so we make things easier for ourselves. So where we need to go is over to our classwork tab, and this is obviously nothing new for many of you, and you're going to press create. Go down to where it says assignment, and again another familiar screen arises, and this time we're going to look at the attached section down the bottom of the screen, and as you can see, practice sets has appeared and it says new next to it, and I can press that button, and what this does is this opens up the practice set area within Google Classroom. So as you can see, I've already got 4 practice sets keyed up here, and if I wanted to use any of those in this particular lesson, I can literally just click them and attach them. So I'm going to click this one here on maths. It opens up the practice set because it will give me the option if I wanted to edit anything, or I can try it as a student, and we'll do that later on, but I'm happy with that. So I'm going to attach that to my classroom. And now it's the normal routine to press assign or schedule that when you would like that to go out. And that is now live for my students to take. Okay, how do we get a practice set developed in the first place? Well, let's go back to create, down to assignment, into practice sets. So it's always in the same place to generate new ones and retrieve your existing ones. But this time I'm going to press create, and it's going to give me the option to create a new practice set. So I've got some questions already fired up, which I'm going to copy and paste into this. You can actually copy and paste from a PDF. So if you were taking questions from a past paper, you can do that, which is really, really nice. So I'm going to use my first question, find 20% of 100. Okay, and we know the answer to that question would be 20. But students may need some help working that out. Because this is a short answer, as in it's 1, or I could make that a multiple choice, longer answer like I could in a Google form. I'm going to leave it there. But now you'll see what's happened is the skills section says see suggested. I'm going to click on that. And what this is doing is giving me a suggested skill, solve problems involving percentages. Okay. And if I look at the resources section, I can click on the video or the explainer, and this is the AI help that my students would get if they were stuck on this question. As you can see, it will tell them the method of working things out. It won't read the question and provide them with an answer. So that's really, really helpful, and I'm happy with that. I'm now going to go on to my next question, which is a non-maths based question about the impact us humans have on the environment where we live. So I'm just going to pop that question in there. As you can see, Google has now scanned that for me, and it's given me some suggested skills that I may wish to include if students get stuck. Describe the methods to reduce human impact on natural systems, and describe the impacts of human activities on global climate change. I think those are really relevant. So I'm going to pop that in as well. I also think there's going to be something else that's going to be quite useful. So I can just type in some other bits. Now I've typed in exactly what it was going to come up with to save time, and I'm going to pop that in there as well. So I've got a couple of videos now that my students will have to watch to give them some insights to answer that question. And the third question that I'm going to pop in here now is going to be a science-based question. Explain the differences between solids, fluids, and gases. And we'll give Google a few moments, there it is, to provide some suggested skills. And we now have compare and contrast the properties of solids, liquids, and gases, which is absolutely fantastic. So this time I've got a video and I've got an explainer as well. So I can see a nice diagram, infographic, and a video to help me, will help my students answer those questions. Okay, so I've put my questions in. I'm then going to, before I press done editing, I want to try this as a student to see how this works. I've got a nice message here to say I'm missing correct answers. That's because questions 2 and 3 I've not changed. So we'll make those changes to be paragraphs, because I'm going to want to see what my students put in for those particular questions. So I'm going to make those there. Now I'm going to try this as a student so we can see how this AI works. So this is our practice set as it would look to students. They will be able to answer the question, and if they know the answer, they could pop it in straight away, and they can press check. If it goes green and gives a green tick, they know they've got the answer correct. So they would then be able to move on to the next question. However, if they were stuck, they can press the light bulb, which is show a hint, and it brings up that resource that was put in earlier on. This does not tell the students how to give the correct answer. It tells the students the method that they would need to work out the question. Then, of course, they can follow that as a guide, show their working, and answer the question. So we're going to go on to the second question. How do humans impact the environment they live? This is now a video that comes up, so I'll be able to go through the video. I'm not going to play it out for you, and then you'll be able to view that, answer the question, put some information in, and then that's one that the teachers will check later on. And our final question, explain the differences between solids, fluids, and gases. This is an infographic that came up when we selected it. So it's talking to us about solids, it's talking to us about liquids, and it's talking to us about gases. And then they should be able to use that to answer the question. So That is what it looks like for a student's perspective. Once you're happy with that and you know it works, you can launch that into your classroom by closing the tab, going to Done Editing, and when you're happy, you can attach that to your classroom. So I've just called it Demo 4. We'll assign that into our classroom, and there we have 2 practice sets open in my Google Classroom, ready for my students to take. Thank you very much. So there we have had a look at what practice sets are, how you can get them up and running within your Google Classroom. And we hope you're going to really find that useful. As I say, if you need to check the license credentials, please do speak to the people that provide you with your Google services, and they will be more than happy to talk you through that process. We also would really love some feedback on the sessions that we've run. So now's the time to grab your mobile phone, scan the QR code, which will take you to our feedback form. Alternatively, you can go to our bit.ly link, which is bit.ly/ETL-feedback. And if you've enjoyed what you've seen on the channel today, please do like and subscribe to our channel, EdTech Live. Press the thumbs up, press the subscribe button, press the notification bell so that you'll be able to get notifications of future videos that we run. Thank you very much for your time today, and we hope to see you on the next session very soon. Thank you. Goodbye.